that came out great. To get the last piece in, I had to adjust my curve a little bit. So this right here was the last piece, and my curve was not quite tight enough to get in there. Like it was kind of like that. I'm exaggerating, but you know, it wasn't quite curved enough. It was just a tiny bit. So I took out the piece of wood that was on top of here and cut out a little notch so that this could, you know, the curve could adjust a little. Alright, the next row should be easier than the first row because that thing can hang down the side, and then the top of that and that will be at the same level, so my H clamps will work right. Yeah, so I put that cement there.
Okay.
They're all going to be buried by concrete soon.
That's for sure. Would you like us out of here?
Well, no, I'll leave it there because I'm going to take it all and burn it.
Okay.
Make a bug fire next time there's bugs.
Okay.
And then here they'll stay dry. You can dump those guys in there if you want.
Okay, although they're 3/4 buckets. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think I'm working up to full.
Oh, jeez. Well, I better get another bucket then.
Well, or they're just.
No, use your muscles. Good.
Okay, you don't have to. I don't want you to rush though.
No, I should rush.
Do you want to feel?
If we can go faster, yeah. Let me see your
Hmm?
Oh, nice.
It's not just all show, huh?
Yeah. Oh, let's check those pecs. Rainbow. Yeah, I had family visiting last week, and they just left this morning. And the best part, wait, no, that's the second best part. The best part was that they came and everyone had an excellent time, and when they left, I didn't want them to leave, and they didn't want to leave, and it was a great visit. But the second best part was that, I wasn't really expecting to get that much work done, because usually when people visit, I don't. But I did a quarter of this concrete floor one day, and then the next day I came out and I started doing some, and I was like, maybe I'll be able to get up to half, and maybe over a few days I'll get it done, just in between doing other things. But then one of the people came and helped me, and she brought all the buckets of rocks over, and we just knocked the whole darn thing out at once. Oh, it was beautiful. So this concrete floor is totally done. It's wet right now because I just dumped a bucket of water on it. Because with concrete, you want to keep it wet for a while. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. The entire floor, both sides, is finished now. Oh, so nice. I've also been doing one section of the water tank here every day, and it's looking really good. Today I'm going to take that off and do the last piece on this row here. So that'll be 2 feet tall, and it's almost 6 feet across. So it's going to hold a decent amount of water. And then I'm going to go maybe 2 more rows, then it'll be 4 feet tall. I don't know how tall it's going to be. I'm just going to go and see how it goes. I don't know. And it is holding water at the moment. It's got about, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 inches of water in the bottom there, just from rain. Obviously the water is going to seep through the concrete to some degree. It'll just be interesting to see how quickly it leaks out. Like if it leaks out super slowly and it's just enough to keep the concrete moist, which would then evaporate when the sun hits it and have a cooling effect and make the water colder, that would be great. But you know, if it's leaking enough that it's a noticeable amount every day, then I'll have to seal the inside. I'm just gonna see how it goes. I'm interested to test it just plain concrete at first. And the outside here is still gonna have ropes tied around, rope bands that, you know, maybe every couple inches all the way up to give it a lot of strength, and then another layer of concrete covering the ropes. Now the last layer of concrete will just be to protect the ropes from the sun. I also had a little bit of time to get my workshop under control again. Oh, I have some floor again. Marvelous. One of the things I did was I had this pile of files here. So I took a board, wait, you can see over here, cut a bunch of slots out with a bandsaw and then glued a strip on the front. And then just drilled a whole bunch of holes for these kind of things. Now all my files are under control. And I just cleaned up a bunch of other stuff in here and organized it and put it in places. So it's like halfway back to good. I still have to tackle this situation here. I just got a whole bunch of stuff all at once and it all just all over the floor. So it's like half taken care of. Oh, I also made myself a little mallet just with an old dead tree. I wanted that because I've been using a regular hammer with a chisel, and when I was making my, what do they call it, my wood pegs, I was using a regular hammer, and a wood hammer will have a little bit less damaging effect on what I'm hitting. The pineapples are looking excellent. There's one there and one over here, and I planted a few more in this spot here. I guess stayed on the second floor, just on mattresses on the floor, and they said it was excellently comfortable. Very good temperature, no bugs or anything. Well, not or anything. There was air and some other things. No bugs. That's what I'm really just trying to say. Let's get this sucker on. These H-clamps have proven excellent. Very easy to get on and off, and they're doing a good job. I think I'm going to have to do this H-clamp situation for any future wall situations like this. Because like with the whole outer wall of the island and with the dome, I was using PVC pipes that went through and had pins on both sides. So to get them out, they'd be like stuck in the concrete and I had to hit them with a hammer to get them out. This is much easier. Of course, when I set up the other situation, I didn't have, pieces of wood around. So it did do its job while I needed it to.